Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Blues taking on the Houston Voyagers.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 5, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led onto the field by their big mobile quarterback. He can throw it, he can run it, Colin Kaepernick.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A pass there complete to Sutton. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there on the first play of the game. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
On first down, Kaepernick steps away to his left, finding room to the 20, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the keeper. From the 2, here's first and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Will Dissly, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Blues marching right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he's off to a fantastic start to the season. Already 8 touchdown passes in just his first 2 weeks of the year. Now, I don't think that's a pace he's going to be able to sustain, but at the very least, he's got this offense humming here to start things out.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Gregory Rousseau able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Uses the stiff arm. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Kaepernick. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now Kaepernick again. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Kaepernick going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jackson. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Blues lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Fields now to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Gregory Rousseau, his second sack of the night. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there, a jumbo package look. They run. Robinson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. To throw, Kaepernick. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Robinson, and he'll go down at the 28.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run here with Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with Hunt. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
And his kick is indeed good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Houston set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Fields. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Fields. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Running right, here's Sanders. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And Gordon's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Throwing again is Fields.
Open man is Gordon, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now Fields.
Got a man. It's Brown. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 8. Back to throw. Fields.
And it's caught. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
To the air again, Fields.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Voyager. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
I don't even have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
They'll try again, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kalen Ballage taking it in from a yard out. And the Voyagers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Here's Reed. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now Colin Kaepernick in the offense heading back out onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Smith catches left side. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Kaepernick now on 1st down.
A quick pass to Cup.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Again, it's Kaepernick. That's caught by Jackson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Kaepernick now on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Ray, seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
To throw, Kaepernick. He gets it complete to Jackson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. James Robinson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Blues are able to widen their advantage.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Sam Sloman now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's Josh Gordon as he heads back out there now. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Kyler Murray, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game, and you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you, and you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already,
They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap, Fields. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Fields. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. On 1st down, Fields. And his throw is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Fields. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Fields on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And hang on here. Oh, boy, an injury, and that's Cooper Kupp, who remains down on the turf. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
2nd down and 8.
They'll run again with Hunt. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead, pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Fields. Right side. That's complete to Gronkowski. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. To throw on 3rd down. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Kaepernick now to throw. He completes this to Sutton. On first down, it's Robinson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Grady Jarrett able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Bradley Pena now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Houston's offense taking over again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Fields now to throw.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now a give right side. Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here's Kaepernick. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
2nd down at 5.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Robinson.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
James Robinson.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Blues are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
this one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense, and it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now a first down throw, Fields. He sets up the screen to Jones. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Fields. Open man is Kirk, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. From the 50, here's Fields. Buying time to his left. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the home team here, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they too will exit with a 2-1 record, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.